gretorp versus Phoenix, Terran versus Terran, and we will hopefully see an epic battle.
Yeah, this may be epic, and it may be one-base play, as both players are vying for this tournament life in this winner-take-all 5th game on Metalopolis. Okay, well, let's introduce the players. We do have gretorp spawning in the 6 o'clock position as the red Terran. In the 3 o'clock main, we have Fenix spawning as the blue Terran, so they did go back to their original colors that they played in games 1, 2, and 3, with a little bit of color switch there in the 4th game. So gretorp will be the red Terran again.
Yeah, and here we have the short rush distance surgeon. I mean, it's like it's a short rush. I mean, short ground distance, short air distance, and I think correct me if I'm wrong, but securing that natural expansion will be difficult.
Yes, it is very difficult to shell this natural. I mean, to take your natural expansion, for the fact that in between the two bases, there's a high ground in between that you can put some siege tanks up in there, and then you just leap some frogs in and leap some tanks in, leapfrog some tanks in, and take out the gas and maybe get up into that natural expansion command center and shell it with the support of tanks on your high ground. So you're really not in too much of a bad situation. If they do try to snipe your tanks, your reinforcing tanks will get really good shots off anything trying to take out your tanks. But really, when you see one-base play in Terran vs. Terran, I believe it is very smart to get a bunker at your ramp, as if you feel like you're going to get an infantry rush or a or a Thor rush, because I've really experienced a lot of Thor rushes that try to break the wall or try to break a wall in. You really need a bunker there to defend. So let's see what both players are trying to go. Did gretorp go for that fast gas before barracks? Yes, he did. So he's going to be able to get his factory out a lot quicker, as he's done that build every game this series.
Yeah, and it looked like the barracks for Fenix went down a little bit before the barracks of gretorp. So we have a marine already complete for gretorp. Meanwhile, Fenix is just building his first marine. And you're right, the factory is on the way for gretorp.
So we have identical builds again as we had in the last game, where Fenix goes for his reactor on his barracks before.
And gretorp has to be careful. He may lose his SCV. The marine is microwave, but gretorp runs away with that SCV. He does get away with it at the moment. Both players have scattered each other. They know where they are on the map. And gretorp is running away with this SCV to the top left. Looks like he's going to try and secure this Zelnaga tower. This SCV has 21 out of 45 health. So this marine is standing vigil, but wasn't able to kill him.
Yeah, but Fenix was able to deny the SCV scout from getting up into the base, and he doesn't know that a second barracks is on the way for Fenix. So Fenix looking to go for a bio push up into the base of gretorp, and this is really going to catch gretorp by surprise if gretorp decides to go for a less of a unit combination and a more of a tech combination, because early game mass units does counter mass attacking player. So let's see what happens here. I believe this is going to be a very interesting push here from Fenix. Fenix is getting his factory down, so I'm not quite sure if he's going to be an all-in or not. It might be just he's going to try to contain. So Fenix is going to get here with his SCV, just going to hang out in the natural expansion of gretorp.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Fenix's plan is. Usually, if you're playing in a tournament, you don't just think of, well, maybe I'll do it this game. He's got to have some backup plans besides opening up 1-1-1 into Banshees. So, look at here, Surgeon. We have gretorp stealing an expansion in the most upper left part of the map. That's very risky.
Yeah, it is a ninja expansion, but I feel like Fenix is going very heavy Marine Marauder one-base play, and he probably is not going to have enough time to really go out of his way to expand that, as he just wants to get straight into gretorp's base. So I really commend gretorp for going for this ninja expansion, as ninja expansions almost always can win you the game. All he needs to do is throw down a bunker, and he's going to produce more units than Fenix thinks he can produce, and Fenix is going to be thrown off, and then he's going to realize, oh crap, there's a ninja expansion. I know it's there, but I just didn't find it.
Right, and Fenix is poking first with this Hellion, and then a couple of Marauders and Marines on the back behind that Hellion, and he may try and go up the ramp, or he may just try and push the Hellion for scouting. We shall see. And meanwhile, Fenix does have his starport completed and a medevac just built.
Yeah, I really would like Fenix to wait until Stim is finished, as he is going pretty heavy Marine Marauder, and that Stim is actually a long way away, so he's going to get that medevac out, and it's going to be able to give him some healing power. There's one medevac here. Is he going to try to run up here without Stim? Yes, he is, but there's a ton of Marines and Hellions in this confrontation. Oh, the blue flame is out, actually, even, so those Marines are going to be pretty much nullified, and there is a medevac out for gretorp, so this push here from Fenix is going to be pushed back a little bit, I believe, but oh, the factory is lifted. Oh, and the barracks is not on the tech lab. The barracks was landed improperly. So this is really going to hurt gretorp in terms of production, as Fenix does have this low ground positioning here. Oh, but the Hellions have the blue flame, and we're able to take out a couple of their Marines. And Fenix really, he needs to reinforce this if he wants to end it right now, as gretorp is getting his ninja expansion, but not really making any SCVs out of that command center. As he, finally just getting some SCVs out, as well as dropping a mule, and here comes the engagement.
He comes up the ramp. Oh, this could be the engagement of the series. Looks like SCVs are coming out the mining, are coming out the minerals. And the SCVs come forward, the Marines and Marauders down. Go ahead,
Stim finishing for Fenix, and that's going to be the difference in this matchup. Stim, along with medevac support, is going to be huge, and let's look at the income tab showing that the harvesters are close, but the harvesters are all offline for gretorp. Gretorp will have that ninja expansion to reinforce, as well as this Viking to take out these medevacs, and no Marine support here for Fenix, but finally getting one Marine here. He's going to be able to push away this Viking, but the Viking is going to get both medevacs down, and Fenix is going to be able to save his Marauders, and gretorp is just really trying to hold on. There's a huge micro battle here between the two players.
He does have an expansion on the
So the excitement is over at the moment. Gretorp was able to hold, and he does have the ninja expansion, so this is going to be, if Fenix cannot break him.
Yeah, if we look at the harvester count, it's 19 harvesters for gretorp, 26 for Fenix. Fenix is continuing to opt to be aggressive. Does have, just has Marauders, Hellions, and Marines, and one Marauder getting shot at. And I just feel that despite the expansion for gretorp, his SCV count is so low, the units lost is about even. And these SCVs are just being murdered.
Yeah, we have gretorp able to fend that off by pulling all of his SCVs off the line, but not at the expense of losing a lot of those units. And at the same time, I saw that Fenix was going for a Banshee plus Cloak, and Cloak is almost finished. So without an engineering bay, this is going to be pretty tough, but he does have a couple scans saved up.
And Surgeon, in the base of Fenix, he lost a ton of SCVs with the counter harassment. Now Fenix is down 14 SCVs to 19, and this is still anyone's game.
Yeah, this is looking really good for gretorp. I did not see that harassment, but here's some more Hellions with Blue Flame. Going to get a lot more SCV kills, 5 and 2, so 7 total. And Fenix does have this Banshee ready to go, as if gretorp decides to drop some mules, it's going to be disaster for him, as he does not even have an engineering bay. But
yeah, and we do have a Banshee in the base of gretorp. It is cloaking. Gretorp does have a Viking, but does he have scan? Come on, gretorp, you got to scan. And here comes the scan.
So oh my god, that run away, but Fenix gets able to scout out the ninja expansion, as he finally suspected how the hell did he have so many units, and how was he able to hold on for so long. So this expansion is going to be very much pressured, I believe, because Fenix cannot allow that to be up for too much longer, as he is down so much on SCVs. Let's look at the income tab showing that it's 16 SCVs to 22 for gretorp.
Yeah, and Fenix is sending...
So Fenix decided to push the ninja expansion as well as bringing back his Banshee, but he didn't bring it close enough. Yes, finally microing it back into the base. He's going to try to take down more SCVs. Only has 2 kills at the moment. There's no scans out for gretorp, so gretorp's going to be hard-pressed to defend this. He did not throw down a... Oh, but he did get a scan off. Yes, nice scan there. Finally saving up enough energy. And does not have a Oh, but he did produce a Raven, so that's really going to nullify any more Banshee harass. But Phoenix has transitioned into Marine Marauder medevac, and he is trying to macro back up as he is ahead in Harvesters at the moment. He did push that Ninja expansion, and with a couple Marines and Marauder, was able to take out some SCVs.
There's going to be an encounter right in the middle of their bases, and the stim goes down with 2 medevacs versus 1 and a Raven. Blue Flame Hellions in the mix. Blue Flame Hellions great versus Marines.
Yeah, Blue Flame doing so much damage, taking out SCVs and Marines like it's nothing, and Phoenix forced to pull everything off, but this is going to be really hard pressed to defend, as both players are good armies.
Phoenix is in a lot of trouble right now. He's down 10 supply, and if you look at the Harvester count, it is even in Harvesters, but he is being forced to lift this expansion. May get shot down by the Marines. Yeah, and gretorp Vikings also.
So gretorp decided to push up the ramp. Maybe not the best idea, as the stim comes from Phoenix and all the units for gretorp just get slaughtered, and the reinforcement units also might get slaughtered, but the medevac is there to support along with a bunch more Marines. So gretorp does have air superiority. Another Banshee's on the way. Not really going to do much unless it's being cloaked immediately and there's no scans, but now gretorp is up into the mineral line with his Marines, going to be going after these SCVs as well as reinforcing quite well. And finally the Banshee does come out, does cloak, but then the scan does go off. But the Banshee is able to run away, so he's going to be able to continue to do tons of damage here with his Marine force with 1 medevac to support. The medevac is out of energy, but it is quietly healing up these Marines. But now the Banshees arc back in, but the great stand here by gretorp.
Yeah, gretorp saving up scans, and 1 Banshee left for Phoenix, and he GG's.
Amazing comeback from gretorp. Oh my gosh, comes back from 2-0 and defeats Phoenix here at the AlertCup. My name is the Surgeon. I am here with Galaxy, casting for the Rush Network, bringing you live StarCraft 2 commentary. Stay tuned for the next match.
Yeah, and I don't know what do you think happened, Surgeon. Phoenix was up 2-0. His Banshees were working for him in the beginning.